This is Because of Who You Are in the key of F. So I'm just going to refer to these different sections of the song as part 1, part 2, and part 3. So part 1 will be Because of Who You Are, I Give You Glory. Part 2 will be Jehovah Jireh, My Provider. And then part 3 will be I Worship You Because You're Holy, Holy. All right? So here is the melody for this. Because of who you are, I give you glory. Because of who you are, I give you praise. Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say, Lord, I worship you because of who you are. Lord, I worship you because of who you are. Here's part 2. Jehovah Jireh, my provider. Jehovah Nissi, Lord, you reign in victory. Jehovah Shalom, my Prince of Peace, and I worship you because of who you are. All right, and then going into that part 3, it will be for the melody. I worship you because you're holy, holy. I worship you because holy is who you are. I worship you because you're mighty, mighty. I worship you because mighty is who you are. And then if we are going from that back into part 1 or 2, we'll do, here's the last line of that part 3. I worship you because mighty is who you are. Jehovah Jireh. Okay, so that's the melody for that song. Here's that alto part or lower harmony part for part 2 of the song. So the melody is Jehovah Jireh. So here is your lower harmony or alto part. Jehovah Jireh, my provider. Jehovah Nissi, Lord, you reign in victory. Jehovah Shalom, my Prince of Peace, and I worship you because of who you are. Then going into that part 3 for that alto part. I worship you because you're holy, holy. I worship you because holy is who you are. I worship you because you're mighty, mighty. I worship you because mighty is who you. Then if we're going back into that part 2, mighty is who you are. Jehovah Jireh. All right. For that, oh, sorry. Feel like you're on a boat there for a second. For that upper harmony or soprano part for part 2, this is what that'll sound like. Jehovah Jireh, my provider. Jehovah Nissi, Lord, you reign in victory. Jehovah Shalom, my Prince of Peace, and I worship you because of who you are. And then here is that upper harmony or soprano part for part 3. I worship you because you're holy, holy. I worship you because holy is who you are. I worship you because you're mighty, mighty. I worship you because mighty is who you are. If we're going back into that part 2. Jehovah Jireh. And it should flow right back into that, okay? If you are a guy, because of who. So yeah, you probably just want to sing an octave below on most of that because this song gets a little bit higher. And then for that part 2, Jehovah Jireh, you could do this. My provider, Jehovah Nissi, Lord, you reign in victory, Jehovah Shalom. Then I would just go all the way down. My Prince of Peace. Then you could just do unison there. And I worship you because of who you are. So you could start off a little bit higher on that. I'm almost doing a little bit of harmony on that part too if you wanted as well. And then kind of go into the melody there. And then for that part 3, I worship you because you're holy, holy. I worship you because holy is who you are. I worship you because you're mighty, mighty. I worship you because mighty is who you are. Jehovah Jireh, my provider. And then you can just follow it through from there.